wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season, and we got a good Monday nighter in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Let's go.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. A short throw to Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. Here's 2nd and 7. Henry running right. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They keep it with Henry on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Evan Ingram was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
In motion left goes Jones. Straight ahead, Etienne. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Turn it up, fellas. Turn it up. Lisa 24. Here we go.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now Lawrence changing the play. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Jaguars had 3 and 8 on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And now they'll shift things around. Lawrence now off the bootleg. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
7-7, our score after 1.
Gun. Dad.
A first down carry for Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Henry again on second down. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's across midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Quick throw complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd from 3 yards out, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll start on the ground, Etienne, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll send Kirk in motion right.
Let's go, let's go.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hey.
2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Etienne. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Lawrence now going to move him around. Lawrence. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Trey Hendrickson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. This one from 46 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. And they cut the lead back down to 4 now, 14-10. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points.
punts. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop. On 1, right? 2nd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, it's Henry. Down to about the 22 here. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And that one going nowhere for a start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now Lawrence on 1st down. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's the 24.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Now Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Burrow.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way. but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Henry out of the pistol. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
There you go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
11.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go get 6.
Another tote for ETN.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Going for it, here's ETN.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11 MT Kate. 11 MT Kate. Look right here, one time. 11. Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 2nd down, here's Henry.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 110 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
I gotta go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
shoves him away. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Henry is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Jaguars 13. Evan McPherson to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
13 loop.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Powers through it. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
146 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Inside handoff, Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
12.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bengals have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Bengals 42, Jaguars 13. Evan McPherson to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
11, Agate. 11. Here we go.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll get that underneath ETN.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
ETN up the middle. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run with ETN. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one goes for 8 yards. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And they'll go again with ETN. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
2nd and 9. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson, his 2nd sack of the night.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And fights through. Derrick Henry all alone. He's on his way. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Washington now brings this out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, where their defense has really struggled.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Lawrence changing the play.
At the 24-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
On the draw, here's Lawrence.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
So a man shaken up on the play, and this is certainly noteworthy. It's Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Thompson, desperation time.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go, get in the huddle. Eleven.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for
yeah. Back in my ways, yeah. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Yeah. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about the deal. Nah, but it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on, stand my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Then about she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I moved to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz with these zippers on chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the black cake.